The father of Dorset teenager Gaia Pope has told the inquest into her death that his daughter could have been found earlier if police had listened to her family. Richard Sutherland said officers were told to search the area where her body was later found near Swanage. It followed earlier evidence from recordings of telephone calls Gaia and others made on the day she went missing in 2017 and how the police handled those inquiries. Steve Humphrey reports.
This week, the inquest jury has been hearing detailed evidence about the events leading up to Gaia Pope's disappearance. They've heard 2 phone calls made by Gaia herself when she contacted Dorset Police to tell them about indecent images she'd been sent on Facebook.
OK, and can I take your name from you, please?
Yeah, it's Gaia Pope Sutherland.
Gaia had epilepsy and mental health problems. A few days before the 19-year-old went missing, she wanted to organise an appointment with police to make a formal complaint about the indecent images.
And then he started talking about sending me a nude picture.
Gaia's aunt, Talia Pope, said after being sent the indecent images on Facebook, the teenager's anxiety levels soared. Talia said she was obsessed with being actively listened to about the images and making a full report about them. Talia Pope, seen here with her arms crossed, told the inquest about the difficulties she had trying to firm up an appointment with Dorset Police. She made a series of calls to the police just before Gaia went missing. In the 5th conversation, a police staff member handling the call puts Talia on hold while she speaks to an officer in Wareham.
This is the 5th call I've had. I've just said the last call I've spoke to them, they started talking absolute rubbish. I told them I have no idea who they are, what they're on about, and then they started calling me a drag queen, so I decided at that point to hang up.
Okay.
I've asked control not to put any more calls through to me because I think they're taking the piss, to be honest. But if they're there, put them through and I'll see if I can get some more sense out of them.
Later in the call, Gaia can be heard, emotional and distressed, as her aunt and her mum Natasha speak to police.
I don't know where it is. Definitely.
Talking about the impact of the indecent images, her mum says,
But it's enough to push her over the edge.
Gaia was last seen alive about 3 hours after the phone call. She'd been due to see her GP that afternoon. Her body was found on the coast 11 days after she went missing. The inquest continues next week. Steve Humphrey, BBC South Today, Bournemouth.